That just turned off way too fast again. Hello, everybody. Happy Monday. Wowza. Someday I'll figure out all of this tech stuff. I will. I'll figure it out. Today is not the day, though. Today is not the day. Hello, everybody. Happy Monday. Oh, my gosh. I cannot believe it's another Monday. But here we are. And we are going to talk about all things reselling today. Great topic, right? Right, Boosh? This is my co-host, the world famous now, Bougie. Bougie's in a mood today because Bougie is still in molt, and Bougie has, birds get these little pin feathers, like when their feathers grow, and they can be a little itchy, uncomfortable, sometimes painful, and he won't let me help him, work them out. He just wants to bite when I do that. So I'm like, okay, dude, you're just gonna have to work it out yourself. But he's a little on the cranky side today. I am cold. Can you tell I'm cold? I also, true confessions, I didn't have time to wash my hair this morning. So let's just throw a stocking cap on. Why not? That's what we can do. And today is my kids are leaving me. My kids are leaving. My kids are saying goodbye. They're being picked up and whisked away. Oh my goodness, now we're going to have a dog barking because somebody went in the front door. Oh my gosh, it's just chaos around here. What was I going to say? Yeah. Anyway. Oh, Noah's going to come in and say hi and then say goodbye to his mom.
I'm looking for my jacket.
I don't know where your jacket is, my sweet.
Hi, Bougie.
Say hi to everyone. We're live. Did you forget I have a live show on Mondays?
Hello.
You need a haircut.
Goodbye, Mom.
Goodbye, my love. Have a good time.
I will.
He goes racing on Monday night, so he's going to go set some more records.
Goodbye, Bougie.
That's what he's going to
do.
Yes, I will talk about this in a moment. So where was I? See, this is my brain now. I haven't turned the heater on in the house yet. We're not quite there, but I'm monitoring by the temperatures on my aquariums because we don't run heaters on the aquariums because one of the things that can wipe out a tank faster than anything else is a malfunctioning heater. So it's better if you can not have a heater on a tank. We actually have a chiller on the smaller tank because it gets overheated. So that one, we have like a little air conditioning unit down below. But the big tank, it seems to be kind of holding its own, but we're gonna have to see. But that's our gauge as to when we actually do need to start running some heat in the house. But yep. So we're going to talk about alternative methods of selling today. And by that, I mean, other than eBay. eBay, for those who've known me a long time, eBay has been my mainstay. It has been the one that I teach the most. It is where I coach people, to build something and start, but it is not the only place that you can build and grow a business now. And that's super exciting because as eBay has become more and more unuser friendly, there are other things coming onto the scene that are much more user friendly. And so we're going to talk about some of those and some of the selling trends that we're seeing out there and why certain things are working better than other things. So we're going to talk about all of that today and answer your questions. Now, I want to say real quick to my all-in level members, we will be live from the shipping room after this show. So I kind of changed it up a little bit today because I had to run over to the new shop to assess some things that were happening. So I was not able to go live this morning, but we are going to do it immediately following today's show. So If you are a Niche Nation member, that's your heads up. The link is over in the membership tab. If you are not a Niche Nation member yet and you are struggling with shipping, if shipping questions and shipping phobia and shipping anxiety is causing you not to take the plunge and start making some money selling things, then that is the level for you in the Niche Nation. It's $5 a month, guys. $5 a month, and you can take that information that you get and turn it into making money yourself. So hopefully you can invest the $5 in yourself, and we can get your anxieties out of the way so you can feel confident going and selling on one of these venues that we're going to talk about today. So I actually do, like, I got this, Matt's over there getting everything set up to go live right after this. And we ship, we answer questions, and I explain why I do this kind of bubble wrap or that kind of bubble wrap and all of that good stuff. And then we talk about, all the things that are bringing up questions for you in your business. That and this for you, Jen. Gearing up for my first Whatnot sale. Have my tripod and circle light. Getting a computer hooked up today. Can't wait. That is fantastic. And remember, if anybody has used my link to become a seller, please send me an email and I will come support you. I don't know if Impish Artist is in the chat today, but I went over to their first sale and I bought a bunch of really cool stuff, and I want to come over. I want to make sure that your first show is a success and that I can give you some feedback and different things like that. So you just got to send me an email and let me know. Just let me know. And I will do my best to be there. Bring me some poly mailers when you come out, please. Jordan, you can order poly mailers. Why do I got to bring you poly mailers? Come on, girl. You're so funny. Oh, Impish Artist says I had to cancel my show on Whatnot today because my helper is unavailable. Well, let's talk about that too, because I do it without a helper. So don't let things like that stop you from making money. Don't let things stop you. Don't let things get in your way. If you guys could learn anything from me, it's that I am unstoppable, sometimes to the chagrin of those who are around me, because I will find a way. I will find a way to make something work. So that's what I'm here for, is to be, but I understand it's tough. If you feel like you need that help, or you have a system set up where you need help, then that can cause you, not to be forward. Now Rachel's in here, but oh, do I get to show? Carol, oh, you're going to scare the dickens out of him.
You can get up.
So Rachel, as you know, is an artist, and looks like she has been sketching her axolotl. So that is fantastic.
Baby Cheeto.
Baby Cheeto, and now adult Cheeto. This is actually a creature that she owns, and he looks exactly like that. So, yes.
We're leaving.
No, boop. So, yeah. Cheeto the axolotl. Yes, that is his name. All right, you guys have a good time. Oh, did she say goodbye to you too?
Bye-bye. I only get one.
Not on command. He says, I'm not going to do it on command.
I only get one bye-bye.
All right, you go. Get that door closed. Yeah, don't you ever fly out that door, because no, we'd have to have a discussion, mister. All right. Oh, I see some of you have joined the Niche Nation. Dusty Moose Vintage, welcome, welcome, welcome. And Becky's Vintage and More, welcome to the Niche Nation. We're so happy to have you. She's fine. Rachel's fine. It was really, I'm telling you guys, like, she learned how to fall. She learned how to fall. She landed pretty much on her feet before she fell to the ground. So it was, all in all, it was all good. It was all good. So here's another thing. So if you're watching this and you see a live chat kind of going and people going, but you're not able to type, check your subscription. That's not the membership. This is just plain old subscribing to the channel because YouTube has been unsubscribing people. Like they gave me notice that like 800 and some people had been unsubscribed, which is a pretty substantial number. I was like, ouch, YouTube. So if you find yourself having trouble, we are a subscriber only chat. So that could be one of the things. If you're able to leave a comment, then we're no longer live, because I get a lot of that too. People don't realize that it looks, with a chat still, but you can't type in there if we're no longer live. So there we go. There we go. I will let her know that you guys all loved her sketch. She does great work. She does great work. All right, so let's talk. Obviously the elephant in the room is Whatnot and video. Now, video is one of those things that's been growing. And like, why is video so important? Back when I did my show on the Vegas Video Network, it was one of the ways he sold me on doing that show. He's like, well, if you're not on video, you're not relevant. And I was like, ouch. But what he meant by that is just you look at all of the brands out there. You look at all the influencers. You can't really get out there and reach people without video nowadays. Like we're watching Instagram Reels and YouTube Shorts and TikToks and everything's kind of going to video. So it was only a matter of time before the whole online selling market kind of progressed its way over to video as well. And so several of us started doing live sales back in 2020. 2020 was like, that was a weird year for change and transition and evolution of the reselling world. So 2020 not only made it so a lot more people were shopping online, it also made it so a lot more people were selling online. So our competition level raised up, but also our buyer base raised up as well. So it was okay. But then you got to think like, what is the next level? What is the next thing to do to be able to make a living out of selling stuff? Because that's basically the gist of what we're doing. We're making a living out of selling stuff. Now, let me just address something, because I had somebody who was very upset with me because they say I minimize hobby sellers. In no way am I minimizing hobby sellers. I think it has been my stance since I started teaching people that whether you do this part-time or full-time, like this is a very, very valid way to, okay, come on, there you go. See, I'm trying to invite him. Just don't poop on my new hoodie, okay? Don't poop on the new hoodie. Can you just cut me that slack? Okay, can you be nice? Hi. So let me just make it clear that I believe the reselling world is a great way to make money, whether you need full-time or part-time income. But last week when I was talking about marketing and I was talking about some things that are more geared toward people doing this as a full-time income, in no way was I minimizing part-timers, hobby sellers. No way. I love you all. I will support you all. It's just that the particular information I was giving was more geared towards those who are doing this as a full-time income and need this to be, pay all the bills kind of thing. If you keep chirping in my ear, you're going to have to go back on your stand. Do you understand? Do you understand? Talking back? Mm-hmm. Yeah? Okay. Behave yourself. I know. I love you too. So I just want to get that out of the way. Welcome, Mary. Welcome to the Niche Nation membership. Ta-da! And if you're just tuning in, I announced that I will be doing a members only live from the shipping room right after today's show at 2:00 Pacific time, 5 p.m. Eastern time. Yes. Can you sell on Whatnot if you have never sold items anywhere else? So Lanny, it's interesting. What are you doing? Stop it. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Told you he was being a pistol today. I'm gonna send you back up. Go. Okay. All right. So let me start hitting some of these questions. So can you sell on Whatnot if you have never sold items anywhere else? Let me first explain to those who may not know what Whatnot is. So as we're talking about video, so Whatnot is a new startup. It's only 2 years old, but they saw the need. I mean, really, during that 2020 time period, there was somebody who sat there and said, you know what? Video selling is kind of the way we're going. Let's make something where people can sell stuff right from video. Boom. And Whatnot was created. I don't know if that was their actual conversation, but I suspect it was something like that. And so Whatnot came on the scene for mostly like the trading cards, and like Funko Pops are really big there, comic books, small, easily traded collectibles was their basis. So about, I want to say like 6 months ago, they really started to work on expanding into other categories of items. So now we're like seeing, you know, clothing and shoes and collectibles other than those ones I just mentioned. Estate, they're really building up the estate items, Disneyana. They're really trying to now grasp the market of reselling in a very unique, fun way. And they're doing a really good job. And I just want to address, welcome, Gillian. Welcome. Is it Gillian or Jillian? Is it a soft G or a hard G on that? But welcome. Happy to have you. So there are some glitches. I'm not going to lie. I had some in creating my sale for today. I could not add items from my phone. And then I came over to the computer. I'm like, fine, I'll just do it from the computer. And then when I put the pictures in from the computer, it put them sideways. So it's not without its little aches and pains as it's growing, but it is something that they are very much working out. And I still think it is an absolutely fabulous site to sell on. So that being said, you do have to go through an approval process. And one of the things is they do kind of want to see that you know how to sell, that you're selling someplace else. Now, I am in touch with the lead of the estate sale category, and I'm working very hard with him because I know some of you have gotten denied. And when you have used my link and tried to apply. So I'm trying to fight the good fight for you guys and say, look, you don't just want people coming over from other selling sites. You want people who are excited about Whatnot and say, hey, this is a way that I can sell. Like, I feel comfortable with this. So I'm trying to get them to understand that it's not just about like, okay, for instance, they denied Jordan. And I'm like, oh, big mistake, big mistake. Does she have a large amount of inventory right now? No, because she's waiting to be approved before she builds up that massive inventory. And I said, you know what? I actually just bought $500 worth of inventory or about 6 months ago because she was going to stop reselling. But now she's ready to start it back up because Whatnot is fun and she's a content creator and blah, blah, blah. So I am fighting the good fight for you guys that are getting denials, in that like there needs to be another process besides just showing, you know, you've got this inventory and this is what you're bringing to Whatnot, because that's not what makes Whatnot good. Just having inventory and bringing it to the site and having a Whatnot show, it's not it. It's not it. There needs to be other factors involved in that. So if you've gotten denied let me know, and I will continue to fight the good fight for you. Talk to me so I can transfer information over and kind of, put the nudge in for you guys. I personally wish that they would do like an audition process. Audition. Send us a video clip, of your personality, because personality is as important, if not more important, than product when you're going to sell on Whatnot. And now, just so everybody knows, you don't have to be on camera on Whatnot. You don't have to do anything other than show product. In fact, Tiffany, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think you're not on camera like me. You do yours just in front of you, because I saw a piece of your last sale. So I don't even know if you come on camera at all with yours. So let me catch up with the chat over here. See if I missed any questions. I've tried to go Whatnot, can't get on. I don't know why you wouldn't be able to get on to Whatnot, Kasha. Did you figure out why you had trouble with the pictures? No. It's just an update and a glitch. So here's what I can tell you. If you have an iPhone, you're going to have a lot less issues with Whatnot than if you have a Droid or you're trying to do it from your computer. And there's a very, very strong reason for that. Programming an app for the iPhone is very, very straightforward. There is one, what do they call it? The iOS system, whatever, like you design a program and it's the language is what the language is for that phone, because all Apple products speak the same language. But you get over into the Android system and there's a whole different ball game. You've got Samsung, you've got LG, you've got this, you got all these makers, and they all have their nuances, and your code has to work for all of it. And it can be a little bit complex. And then one of them makes a change and then it messes things up. And then they have to stay on top of that. So God bless them for, even giving us the option to be on an Android with Whatnot. And we just have to be patient, because it is a bit of a programming nightmare to keep that all updated and up to code to where you're not getting the glitches, where on the Apple products, it's a little bit smoother sailing. So there is that. So Miss T says, I tried and they denied me, and I sell on Posh and Mercari. Miss T, if you went through my link, email me, and I'll see what I can do. Just using your link or another reseller shouldn't get automatic approval. Absolutely not. You're right. There still needs to be a process of approval, but it should not just be on what inventory you can show them in that moment. It shouldn't be. Because I will be honest with you, I browse Whatnot a lot, and I click into a lot of shows, and I can tell you, I'm going to say this in the politest of ways, but there are some sellers on Whatnot who need to develop some better skills for selling on Whatnot. I'm just going to say it that way. I'm also in a Facebook group where it is complain. And I have gone into some of their shows, and it's those very issues that we're going to talk a little bit. I'm going to give you this, the stuff you need to be successful on Whatnot. We're going to talk about that. I'm going to give you that. But yeah, so there's a lot of that going on. So obviously their vetting process is not keeping sellers off of there that are having issues. There are sellers going on there and then not getting their shipping out and not fulfilling orders, and that's really bad. Like that can't happen. Oh no, Impish Artist, you got mixed up on shipping labels and ended up having to pay for everyone's shipping. Why did you have to end up paying for everyone's ship? Explain, Lucy. What happened there? I would love to help you resolve that. Yeah, what are the reasons they're denied? It's just like they just say it just didn't meet our qualifications. And a lot of that has to do with looking at the inventory going, oh, is this good inventory to, bring onto the platform? Well, you guys know inventory is a learned thing. Like what I sell on Whatnot is much different than what I sell in my live sales based on the audience that I'm bringing into Whatnot. And you have to learn that. You have to learn what, audience you're going to have and what's going to sell. Julie, welcome to the Niche Nation. Maybe like consigning for car, have a mentor to help for a period of time. Yeah, I know that the buy me a drink. So there's a lot of things going on Whatnot. Society in general is going to try to find ways around things. One of the issues Whatnot has is with shipping. I'm not a big fan of how the shipping is done. Because they don't have calculated. Everything is based on a worst case scenario shipping. Now, I mean, granted, it is discounted after your first item. So what she's talking about there, these buy me a drink sellers, they have that in like their buy it now section. So before you buy something in the auction format, you can buy something super cheap and they've got it in there for like 1 ounce or something. So now you've got your main shipping and then your shipping after that is discounted. So it's just kind of a way around the whole shipping thing right now. And I'm sure things are going to change. Things are going to change with the shipping. Yeah. And so Thrifting Vegas, Tiffany says, nope, not on camera. I do mine in my light box. So you do not have to be on camera to do Whatnot. You do not have to be. Oh, and there's Jordan. Operating system. Yeah, that was the word I was looking for. How do you find me on Whatnot? So there's links posted in the chat like pretty frequently during this broadcast. If you watch for that, Melissa is posting the links over there because I do have a sale today at 3 p.m. So this is one of the things is go find a seller that you connect with. Go find somebody over there that has the success level that you are looking for and somebody you can relate to. Maybe it's not me. I mean, I welcome you to come and watch what I do and emulate the things that I do. But for a lot of you, that may not be comfortable to be on camera and be, I would say if you are one of the brave ones and you don't mind being on camera, there is nothing better for connecting with people than eye-to-eye contact and feeling like you're speaking right to someone. When you go to purchase a vehicle, I hate using used cars as an example, but I mean, that salesman comes out and makes eye-to-eye contact and conversation with you first thing so you don't walk away. And that's great for Whatnot too. Okay, how many of you raise your hands? You go into a Whatnot sale and you don't intend to like say anything yet, but they see that you came into the room and they go, "Hi, niche lady, we're so glad you're here." Now there's no way you can leave right then, is there? And you feel a little bit obligated to participate, right? So it's the same thing. Acknowledge people when they come into the room as best that you can. Watch that chat. And when you see somebody join, welcome them. It'll cause them to stay at least a little bit longer. So you get them in, you welcome them, say hi. And if you're face to face, it's even better. But if you're not, it doesn't mean you can't be successful. So I'm just giving you the ultimate, if you've got the confidence to go on camera, go on camera. That's how you're going to build a little bit faster, is just to be that personality on camera. But if you're behind the camera and you still can do that personality through your voice, what you want is you want energy. You want some high energy. You want people to feel like, this is going to be like a fast pace. You're not going to get bored, because what happens is with video, the reason video is so enticing to us and these shorts and these reels and these snippets is that we are a heavily distracted society now, and we have to catch people's attention very, very quickly, very quickly. So the Whatnot platform allows you to do that. So if I go into your room and you've got something up there, you're selling Bougie's pistachio cup there, and you're showing it and you're talking about it, I am much more likely to stay and get engaged with what you're doing than if you are panning the room going, anybody see anything they like? That's deadly, guys. And if you're doing that, I encourage you to stop doing that. Do not let the chat be the lead for what you're selling. It's great. If somebody asks you to run something, by all means, pull it, run it, because they may have somewhere to go. You want to get that item going and get it sold. But if nobody is proactively doing that, grab something you're selling and sell it. Sell it. Just pick it up and start running it and go with it and get the energy flowing, because Whatnot is an auction. It's an auction. It's meant to be fast paced. It's meant to be like boom, 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 boom. And that's how you'll make your money too. Because literally, if you just keep running stuff, 30, 45 seconds, and you keep going from one item to the next, you can literally get through 40, 50 items in an hour and sell stuff like crazy. All right, let me catch up over here on the chat. I agree, LaDonna. I agree. There needs to be a little auditing. Okay, Jillian with a soft G. I'm sorry I said it wrong. Yeah, so you want to be organized. You want to, now I'm kind of having to catch up in my chat here a little bit. So you want to be organized as I'm sitting here in my brain disorganized. You want to get your sale up ahead of time. I'm going to share my screen and show you guys what the back end of Whatnot looks like. Let me pull it up. So you can see here, this is the back end. This is my seller dashboard area. I have scheduled out 3 different shows. Now, these do have a thumbnail that isn't showing here. These do have a thumbnail. But you want to get a couple of shows ahead. At least have the show, your next show, and 1 show after that scheduled. Even if you don't have any items in that second show, you want to get it there so people can start bookmarking it. Because that's the key, is to get people to bookmark. And I'll show you why that is in a moment too. But literally, you can go in here and you can edit any of these shows. This is what it looks like. I can start the stream if I wanted to. This is how you add items. They even have a database you can search. I don't use that because the items that I sell, really? This is a new one. Since when do you get on my head? Bougie. It's very naughty. Can you go back over to your perch, please? Go back where you belong. Go back where you belong. There you go. Let's try that again. Okay. So let's go back here. That bird. Let's do this. I know he likes my new beanie. Yeah. So here's the quick ad. You hit that. This is going to be a per sale. So I've already got my categories selected. You can do auction, buy it now, or giveaway. Most things are going to go in your auction field. You can call it, here, I'll just put test person here. This, you can add or subtract as much information as you want. You can put a, SB for starting bid if you want people to know this is where it's going to start, all that kind of thing. You set the shipping profile. You just got to say how much it weighs. And then you can add photos or not. But if I were to confirm that, look, this item is now over here. When you're doing the sale, you simply hit that and you can pin the item. And there it is on the screen. So everybody knows what you're going to be doing next, and so on and so forth. or I can delete the item, which we'll do because I don't want to confuse anybody. But that's literally how easy the back end of Whatnot is. If I just go to Whatnot itself, you can see here categories that I follow. So you set that up at the beginning, but then I have all these shows on my watch list. These are all sellers that I follow, and I just click this little button here and I can follow, bookmark their shows. And then it shows you who's live in any particular category, shows from trending hosts. Now, if there's anybody live right now, and it flashed for a second, but I don't have anybody live right now that I actually follow, that would have been the first section it would have shown me, is which sellers that I follow are live right now. Unfortunately, their notification process is not great at the moment. So let me catch up on questions over here. Yeah, he's just being a pistol today. Ellen is asking, why am I wearing a beanie today? Twofold. I was freezing cold this morning and I did not have time to wash my hair. That's it. That's why. That's why. My hair being just a hot mess is probably the biggest reason. So, what type of payment does Whatnot accept? It's a good question. You put a credit card on file, credit debit card. You put a bank card on file. And that's the really beautiful thing about Whatnot, is that as people are buying your items, they pay immediately. Like there's no waiting for payment. There's no waiting you don't have to send an invoice. All that back end stuff is done for you, which is really for me like a huge benefit. Those who come to my live sales on Fridays, and you know that I have to send out the invoices and then we have to wait for payment and all of that stuff. So with Whatnot, you don't have to do that. So that's definitely a super, super duper benefit of Whatnot. I do want to talk about some other ways of selling. This wasn't supposed to be all about Whatnot, but I wanted you guys to understand the importance of the new way things are being sold. So, and if anybody is wanting to come over and give Whatnot a try, there are two separate links. So there's a buyer link. If you use the buyer link for me, you will get $15 to spend. Free money, you guys. Just come spend 15 bucks somewhere, anywhere. It doesn't have to be in my sale. Although I'd love it if you came and spent it in my sale. But you can go spend that anywhere on Whatnot. There's no catch. They're giving you $15 because it's really smart marketing for them, because that way they get you to come in and try the process. You buy something, you have a good experience, you're going to come back and you're going to spend more money. That's the whole reason behind them giving you money to spend. So please, if you haven't already signed up, there it is. It's over in the chat. Use that link, come over and get your 15 bucks. Like 50 bucks. You do have to put a credit card on file. You do have to do that. But they're not going to take money from you unless you purchase something. And that's for the protection of the sellers. And it's been working really, really good. So as a seller, that's one of the really great things. If somebody's credit card doesn't go through, you know it right there in the sale. Like boom, diddy boom. And you can rerun the item again. I believe the $15 is a $15 credit. Like it is a $15 credit. So Tiffany, correct me if I'm wrong. You guys are saying it does not cover shipping? Because I felt like it got applied to the purchase. Oh boy, Sunny, I'm feeling okay. I'm just still looking a little ragged, but I'm feeling okay. Feeling okay. Shipping supplies. Woot, woot. You're saying it does not cover shipping. Well, that's kind of a bummer. All right. I learned something new. Okay. Maybe that's something else. I'm going to bring up the powers that be. It should just like, if you're going to give people $15 to spend, give them $15 to spend. I will go on that campaign. I will do it. I will do it. I am 3 hours behind Eastern. I am indeed, Amy. I am Pacific time, which is like right now it is 1:40 p.m. So it's 4:40 p.m. on the East Coast. So let's now go back to other venues to sell on. So a lot of people don't understand how big this whole video thing is going, but Poshmark is doing live selling now as well. So if you're a clothing seller, Poshmark might be your place. It might be your place. Oh, real quick, before I get off of the whatnot topic, I will tell you, as a reseller, if you have trouble sourcing items, Whatnot can actually be a tremendous place to go find things to resell as well. There's a lot of stuff being sold for a far under resale value that you might want to look into. I know it's a complaint that a lot of sellers have, but you also have the power to start things where you're comfortable selling them. Don't, because I do $1, $2 starts, don't do it just because I do it. I have a following. You saw I've got over 2,000 followers already. Like I can do that because I know it's not going to sell for $1. But for those of you who haven't built up that following yet, don't fall into that trap. You don't have to. You may not sell everything, but that's okay. That's better than selling things and losing money. I don't want you to lose money. Funny you should say that. So Poshmark is already on board with live selling. And yes, eBay is following suit. So eBay is in the test phase of eBay live selling, and they're kind of rolling it out. Now, eBay, I got to tell you, I don't understand. They seem to copy everybody else instead of being like the first on the scene with something. And that's always kind of bugged me about eBay. So I'm not sure that I'm really going to jump on the eBay live selling bandwagon. Like, if something's working for you, if you get live selling working, on Whatnot or Poshmark, why would you come over to eBay and do it when that's not the market that eBay really garnishes? eBay's never really been a social selling site. Whatnot, Instagram, and let's talk about Instagram a little bit. And Poshmark, they're very social. They already have the social piece built in there too, so that the video stuff makes perfect sense. Now, I personally am not selling on Instagram, but there are many successful sellers who do. You can do live selling over on Instagram, and it's probably a lot easier to build a following on Instagram than it is on YouTube. YouTube's rough. Like you got to put in a lot of hours on YouTube before you really get a following put together. So I don't recommend developing a YouTube channel for the purposes of live sales. That's not generally what people come over to YouTube to do or to find. It's a search engine. YouTube is a search engine, and now it's kind of like a content, an entertainment and informational place, not so much a selling venue. So that's why it makes it a little tough to build something and sell on YouTube. Whereas Instagram, very social, you can build a following, and there's enough people doing the live selling thing on Instagram now that it's really got some teeth. And so if you're going to start something where you want to build and do a video selling platform, and you don't want to be where you have to pay a commission, then try Instagram. So obviously we know there's a lot of other sites to sell. There's Etsy, there's Poshmark, there's Mercari, there's Facebook Marketplace. There is all the Depop and wow, gosh, Grailed and Kittison and there's a lot of places to sell. My advice is figure out first what you want to sell. So there are specialty sites. For instance, and I'll tell you what I'm doing with my eBay, because anybody who follows my eBay store knows it's suffering right now. There's just not enough hours in the day. I'm opening the new store. I am trying to keep my content creation going and my own live sales and such. So eBay is kind of getting, It's the redheaded stepchild over here that's getting a little neglected, I must say. So what I'm going to start doing with my eBay is only be listing things there that can be cross-posted to cherish.com. That's where I want my niche to be, my focus, because Cherish is high-end home decor and things that people can utilize to decorate a house. That's kind of where I'm going. Everything else I'll be selling via live sales, whatnot, all of that. I'm going to be doing more of whatnot. I mean, I'm talking so much about it because it's the perfect place for me to help the nonprofits that are going to be partnered with my new store. I can run whatnot sales and make sure that they're making money. Like that's going to be one of my goals. And it also helps my reselling viewers because I will do those dollar starts and I will be selling stuff that may not go for, full, most assuredly will not go for full retail price. So there is that. I saw another question come in. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Tiffany, for saying that. Another thing you can do in Whatnot, if you are concerned about losing money on an item, is listed in the buy it now option of your sale. That way you can set your price. Yeah, you can just set a price. And from what I understood at the Boss Reseller Remix, that buy it now store, that section of your Whatnot is going to be expanding and being a little bit more eBay-like, and people that can come and shop your shop when you're not live. It's not that way yet. Will I keep my plus shop on eBay? Absolutely. Yeah. Cause it's a moneymaker over there. Yeah. Okay. Let me talk about this. So, what I failed to realize was I got my merch, I got it designed. I have a shop as of, let me look. So what I did not realize was that I had to go through an approval process with YouTube before they would allow it to go live, which is annoying. Let me see if there's a way I can give you guys, because it's like you can go purchase stuff right now. I just got to figure out how I get you there. Because there's the admin section of my shop. I know I can't show you this just right this moment, guys, but stand by. I want to say you can go to, let me see if this works. Stand by. No, I can't find it. Darn it. All right. I promise keep watching on the dashboard. Let me show you what it looks like. Keep watching this section right here. This should populate soon. It should populate very, very soon with Niche Lady merchandise. So let me just show you the design. How do I stop sharing? Stand by. Come back to me. Where's my mouse? Oh, I always do that. I feel like my mouse is over here, but I'm seeing it on the other page. So this is our design. We have the get shop done and make it fun with the lucky card, and you have a bougie and you have a tortoise. They can be the tortoise of your choice. A lot of people are saying it's Hope, but it can be Priscilla, it can be Shelly, it can be Tiny, it can be Bubbles, whoever your favorite is. But there will be, it is spread shop. Yeah. It is, it's spread shop. That's who I've done it by, but YouTube won't put it on my channel until they have approved my design, which I didn't know I had to do ahead of time. So I'm a little upset about that. But there will be t-shirts, there will be hats and mugs and stickers and tote bags and you name it. I ordered this because I didn't want to say anything until I knew the quality was there. These are nice. These hoodies are nice. I'm not going to lie. These are good quality. So I'm very, very pleased with the spread shop. Yeah, I don't know how to get the link from Spreadshop though. How do I get the link from Spreadshop? I don't know. See, I told you guys, I am not the like technical person here. I can get over to Spreadshop, but I don't know where my link is. That's the problem. I have my admin link. I don't know how to get my user link. I can't, like, every time I try to like mess around with the little logo-y thing, I can't get to it. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to get there. Can I sell them on Whatnot? I would have to order ahead of time. Oh, yep. Trademark is in process. Yes. So trademark's enough in process that if anybody tried to file a trademark on it right now, I've got the first user rights. So we're on it. We're on it. Hit the eyeball, view store. I don't have anywhere to do that. It'll be up. I can't imagine they're going to take more than like 24 hours to give me approval. Would they do that? Would they do that to me? They might. It's YouTube. YouTube don't care. Is Jordan still on? Jordan's the one. She's got linky poos and stuff like to get in here and do. Yeah, I don't want to spend a lot of time on it either. Because as I said earlier, I am going live from the shipping room for my members only right after we finish here. Rebecca, I don't give out the link to my plush store for the reason of keeping it very organic, because I drive a lot of traffic to my regular eBay store because of my YouTube channel and all that. So I like to have a store that keeps me very, very in touch with, you know, what the average seller is experiencing, that doesn't have a big following, that doesn't have any of that. So my plush store is like my test store, so to speak, so that when I talk about things, I'm coming from a place of truly understanding what you guys go through on a daily basis. Oh, good. Jordan's going to take a look and see if she can find just a flat out link to get in there. Yeah. Awesome. Okay. So just to wrap up today's topic, if you wanted to get into reselling and you feel like eBay is the way that you've got to go because, you know, everybody just starts on eBay, I want to say don't feel that way. There are so many choices now. You can find the one that feels like the right fit for you. If you're on eBay or you've been on a venue, you know, a long time and you're going, you know, this really isn't working for me the way it once did, I encourage you to step out of your comfort zone and try a different venue. I mean, Enlist Perfectly is a really great way to accomplish that without doing a lot of extra work. So it's something you might want to consider. Look at the trending things. Like again, video is very, very powerful. So if you can really step out of your comfort zone and go into a video format, you've got Poshmark video, you've got Whatnot video, you've got Instagram video, you've got eBay video coming. I'm skeptical about the eBay one. I'm not going to lie. But this is, you guys, no risk, no reward. No risk, no reward. I have done and accomplished the things in my life that I've done because I refuse to let fear be the thing that stops me from doing something, except maybe jumping out of an airplane or a zip line. You know, I see no good reason to do that. But if I want something really, really bad, let's say opening a thrift store, like there's a lot of fear in that guy. I'm going to tell you, I am sometimes paralyzed with fear and I have to really push through it. I have to really tell my brain, what's the worst that can happen? What's the worst that can happen? For me, it would be lose all my money. I have poured my entire savings into this store, and it's scary. I'm not young enough to like start over. So for me, I have to make this work. I have to do whatever it takes to make this work, and I will. And that's the drive, that's the motivation to push through. And a lot of times we just don't want something bad enough. And I hate saying that, but it's true. Because if you really want that golden ring that's sitting over here, you're going to figure out a way to make it work. You're going to figure out how to make it happen. And that is my encouragement to you, is there is no reason to let fear of shipping, to let fear of being on camera, to let all of those fears stop you from attaining something that you really, really want. Just step out and go for it. Go be willing to fail. Be willing to fail. And what you will probably find is that, like that little baby bird that has to jump out of that nest for the first time, you're either going to hit the ground hard or you're going to stretch your wings and go, no, I'm going to fly. So let's be the baby birds and fly. Some of you love jumping out of an airplane. It's not for me. It's not for me. Whiskey tasting and then zip lining in that order. There you go. There you go. Brenda, I'm excited for you. I'm excited for you. Just make sure you email me a link to your first sale. Make sure you get me a link to your first sale, or ask your daughter to wait. It jumped. Ask your daughter to re-level your brain. Yeah. She has to do that sometimes. She has to bring me down a notch. Woo! Come on, you guys. I'm out here on video today with lips that look like they were stepped on by a chicken. I hate it. I don't like it. But the alternative is, well, I just don't go on camera today. But it's okay. It's okay. I will take the criticism if it comes my way. It's all good. I'm listening to a lot of people out there in the motivational world saying, you've got to stop caring. And that sounds harsh, but you've got to stop caring what other people's opinion is of you. And you have to do what's right for you. And not everybody's going to love it. Not everybody is going to accept it. But you know what? It feels good to just be you. And if you are just you, the right people will follow you. The right people will love you. And I am a work in progress in that, because I do still really care what people say about me. It's like, but more and more as I do this, I realize that the power I have to help people not have that fear and not have those concerns. I'm like, I want to be one of those motivational, inspirational people, because I feel like that's why I was given the ability to get out here and speak and teach and go on camera. So I'm going to leave us with that. I will see all of my Niche Nation members in the all-in level over in the shipping room as soon as I walk from here to there. Actually, I got to put him away first. I got to put you. You want to come over? Come on. Come on. You're invited. Come on. Come on. Or do you just want to dance? Okay, let's just dance. You're so funny. All right. At least you danced for everybody today. Yes. And with that, everybody, we will call it a day. Let me know how I can help you. Leave a comment down below if you're struggling with something to do with either getting your reselling going or growing your reselling. I'm here to help you. And with that, go be profitable and make it fun. We'll see you on the next one. Say bye, Bougie. Now he's got a mouthful.